के.सी. वेणुगोपाल जी, दीपादास मुंशी जी, सचिन पायलट जी, के.जे. जॉर्ज जी, सनी जोसेफ जी, वी.डी. सतीशन जी, अदूर प्रकाश जी, सुधाकरन जी, रमेश चेन्निथाला जी, के. मुरलीधरन जी, कोडी कुनेल सुरेश जी, M.M. Hassan ji, all the senior leaders on the dais, and all my brothers and sisters from the local bodies, I'd like to welcome all of you here today. I'd like to congratulate everybody who took part in the local body elections and gave a superb result for the Congress Party and the UDF. We had a superb performance at all levels: Gram Panchayat, Block Panchayat, District Panchayat, Municipality and Corporation. And I'm especially happy that we have done well because the Panchayats, the third tier of government, is the foundation of our democratic system. The Constitution, if we want to ensure that the Constitution survives, we have to protect the third tier of government, the Panchayat, the Nagar Palikas. And you must remember that the idea of the 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment was that of the Congress Party. The foundation of the Constitution is one man, one vote. And the idea is that every single Indian citizen should have voice in the running of our country. If you look slightly deeply at the difference between the BJP, the RSS, and us, the Congress Party, you will see that they stand for centralization of power and we stand for decentralization of power. They want compliance from the people of India. They do not want to hear the voice of the people of India. This morning, before this function, I went to an award ceremony for Mrs. Leelavati Teacher ji. 98 years old, gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, reads, and then writes her views. One of many, many people who have defended the voice of Kerala, the voice of the different types of people in Kerala, different traditions in Kerala. And in our conversation today, she said something very, very powerful. She spoke about the culture of silence. And she explained how this culture of silence is spreading all across India. The ideological attack of the BJP and the RSS is designed to create a culture of silence. They want India to remain silent, India not to express itself, and they want to deliver all the wealth of our country to a few limited business houses. They want an India where all our assets, all the people's assets belong to a select few people. And they know the only way this is possible is if the voice of the Indian people, the democratic voice of the Indian people, is silenced. I can tell you with 100% certainty that nobody can silence the voice of the people of Kerala. And this election, this coming election, and the local body election will demonstrate that the people of Kerala's voice is loud and clear. We had many meetings where senior leaders came to Delhi. And in those meetings, different people had different opinions. And I was very clear. In both those meetings, I said that the UDF is going to win the Panchayat elections and the Vidhan Sabha election. But to me, there is a bigger question. What is the UDF and the Congress party going to do once they win the election? This is the question in front of the leaders of the UDF and the Kerala Congress. There is a huge unemployment problem in this state. The UDF and the Congress party have to provide a vision for Kerala which addresses this unemployment problem. And I am confident that the leadership on this stage has the ability to understand what the people of Kerala want and deliver what the people of Kerala need. For any government to succeed, the leadership needs to be accessible to the people. The leadership has to merge with the people. And I'm confident that the leadership of both the UDF and the Congress party is going to be humble, is going to merge with the people of Kerala, and is going to truly become an expression of the voice of people of Kerala. There is a political battle taking place in Kerala, and then there is an ideological and political battle taking place at the national level. I've had the honor of being a member of parliament from this state. And I tell you with all humility that I have learned a tremendous amount from the people of Kerala. Your history, your tradition, your language, your political depth, and most important, your ability to stand together. Different religions, different cultures, different ideas, all standing together respectfully. And you have shown me how this is done. So for me, my relationship with the people of Kerala transformed when I became Member of Parliament. I suffer when I see thousands and thousands of young Keralites going abroad because they cannot get employment in this state. Yes, I'm filled with pride when I see our nurses working hard outside our country. And I feel pride when I see what the people of Kerala have achieved in Dubai, in many different cities of the world. But we need to free the people of Kerala so they can do whatever they do abroad, they can do it in Kerala itself. When I was discussing with my sister before the last election about her becoming a Member of Parliament of Kerala, I told her, listen, this is not a logical decision. This is an emotional decision. I guarantee you that after you become Member of Parliament, I will ask you maybe 3 or 4 months later, how do you feel? And you will tell me, I love the people of Kerala, I love the people of Wayanad. And every 2 or 3 weeks, she describes to me something new that she has learned from the people of Kerala. You have all these things here, so sometimes you take them for granted. You have natural beauty. You have an amazing political culture. You have multiple religions who live happily together. You are used to these things and you take them for granted. So sometimes it's important that someone from Delhi comes and tells you this, that you have the most sophisticated political culture at all levels, at the local third tier of government, local government level, superb political culture. I don't think there are panchayat presidents of this quality anywhere in the rest of the country. Because you are emerging from a political process and you are held accountable by the people of Kerala. And many of the young people here who have been elected for the first time, you must realize that you have been given trust by the people of Kerala. This is the most important thing that the people of Kerala can give you. Respect this trust, cherish this trust, defend this trust. And remember that in the end, as a member of the Congress party, you are defending the Constitution of India. And you are not going to allow a culture of silence to pervade this country. Thank you very much. And I wish all of you all the best for the coming election. And I'm confident that you will stand together and win a thumping majority in the Vidhan Sabha election.